My name is BzzAgent's, and I represent NBD Nano Technologies, and we pull water from the air. Two-thirds
Talking to your mic.
2/3 of the world's population does not have access to clean water every day. When I first heard this statistic, I thought, wow, do they not have access to technology, or what is the problem here? So I looked towards nature. Nature is one of our oldest mentors. The Namib desert beetle lives in an area of the world that only gets a half inch of rainfall per year. Sorry, there's a video.
Speaking to the mic.
This beetle lives in an area of the world that only gets a half inch of rainfall per year. However, every morning this beetle climbs to the top of a sand dune, sticks its back up to the wind, and drinks 12% of its weight in water. We use nanotechnology to mimic this process so that we too can pull water from the air. I first had this idea while taking a biomimicry course last summer. My co-founding team, we all met in our freshman year biology course in high school. So we have a strong team around us that has known each other for 8 years. I first brought this idea to Miguel, who had entrepreneurial background, and he endorsed the value of the idea. We then went to Andy McTeague, who is a PhD at MIT currently, and he made us a sample of this technology mimicking this beetle's back. We then brought on an engineer to help with the prototyping process to build our first prototype. We first built this in our Boston College venture competition, which we won and presented our sample. However, we realized that this sample was not scalable. So what we did is we went out to the top research institutions that had been focusing on this issue previously. From this, we brought these inventors on our board and obtained exclusive options on licenses for this technology, which we will apply to the interior of our device that will be able to pull water from the air in a sustainable, low-energy manner. At this point, we realized that there are numerous applications for such a unique property coating that we apply in a coating throughout the interior of our device on numerous surfaces, such as metals, plastics, and meshes. We have currently built a prototype. This prototype is about 10 inches by 7 inches by 7 inches, and this prototype pulls a half liter of water, of clean water per hour. And this is based off 70 degrees Fahrenheit and 75% relative humidity. Due to the numerous applications, we plan on licensing this technology out in the United States, and then we'll move internationally to sell this product. Our chemistry is scalable, so we're looking to scale this chemistry up to provide drip irrigation solutions, as well as scale this chemistry down to create a reusable, self-filling water bottle that would be simple for distribution in third world countries and only cost around $50 for us to make. We are NBD Nanotechnologies, and the future of clean water is here. Will you guys be a part of it? We plan on making a big deal in the future.
Okay. And that was 10x better than this morning.
So where's Miguel?
Miguel is at a meeting with Carmichael, who's at Flybridge, I believe. So,
What?
Yeah,
What?
so we've made it.
Oh. Double sharking.
You heard it from us.
Yeah.
Get on
Who's
it.
Who's in?
What are the terms?
We're raising $1 million right now, and I am pleased to offer the Shark Tank a convertible note at a $3 million cap with 20% discount and 5% interest rate. And we are moving towards a priced round in the next 2 weeks, so this is a unique opportunity.
So we thought you were a scientist, but you're clearly a very good sales guy.
Yeah.
So I'm not crazy about licensing models. I think it's kind of tough to scale yourself when you're a price taker. So talk a bit about how big of an opportunity this is.
We see a large opportunity for licensing out this technology. because it can be applied as a coating to any type of surface. So you can put this in a dehumidifier, and what our technology does is constantly removes the thin film of moisture and enhances condensation on the surface. So due to removing this moisture, you increase energy efficiency by about 75% compared to a standard model that pulls water from the air. And then we also are looking towards nuclear plant reactors to pull back the water, as well as steam collection.
So, but are you producing the tech, or you're going to be stuck in super long cycles where you have to get inside industrial applications, industrial environments?
So we have already built our prototype, and we are just iterating on this prototype to create a final manufacturer grade one, where we will set up supply chains and a manufacturing site for distribution. And we're spending the next year to create these connections internationally to provide this product to people that don't have access to clean water at a cheap rate.
You said that it's going to cost $50 to make this water bottle that refills, so nobody who doesn't have water can afford that. So what's the real plan?
So that's based off using metals, actually. So we are currently investigating the use of plastics to further decrease that price. And the chemistry for our and nanotechnology aspect is very cheap. And
So how low can it go?
I can't give you that number. I'm sorry.
Or you're going to sell to like yoga moms,
Yeah.
right?
Or marathon runners.
Marathon runners, okay. So if we invest, how long until that water bottle comes out, and how much money you're going to have to raise after us in order to get that to market?
So we plan on using this $1 million for the next year, and at that time we'll have everything incorporated so that it will not only enhance condensation, however, be self-cleaning. So the water that is condensed will clean itself, and at that point in 2014, we'll probably raise a $5 million Series A round, from which we will use to scaling up the business and starting our sales and manufacturing.
So in market 2014, can I get a water bottle?
Probably mid-2014, yes.
Okay.
Hopefully.
So you have a prototype, so what has to happen between now and then?
I'm sorry?
That's like, you have a prototype, this is startup, what has to happen to your prototype between now and 2014?
So the prototype is more of a proof of concept that this technology works, and up until now it's only been applied in a passive system. So we chose to use an active system to greatly increase the amount of water that we can pull from the air. So we take air from the environment, pass it through using a fan, directly expose that air, which has moisture in it, to our coatings and pull that moisture in a low energy manner.
So that's not going to resemble the product. The product's going to be passive.
No, we are making an active system. Sorry.
This is so over my head.
Other way around. Got it. You've got a passive prototype, you need an active product.
I think we're out of time. The Sharks have any follow-up?
So I want to dig on this for a second, 'cause I think it's important.
Yeah.
What she's asking is whether we're funding science or product.
Okay, so we actually have our product, and we are iterating on it to scale it down and scale it up.
So what about safety? So you have to have these chemistry coatings that provide for, safety in humans and stuff like that. So, what's the level of risk between where you are today and having a product in market at whatever price point that is?
I would say it's medium risk. We already have proved out that this technology works. However, we are going back and incorporating antimicrobial, antiviral, and antifungal aspects from which we've already identified and are bringing on a scientific lab out of an institution I'm not allowed to name right now, and due to licensing terms. And they have actually devoted a team to produce this, so we should have a fully optimized chemistry in about 6 months.
Are you okay?
Very good. So if sharks care about changing the world, they should fund NBD.
Yes.
Excellent.
All right.